My name is Aaron Sin. This is Drogo Joe Coffee Roasters. This is my own little shop right in my home to produce fresh roasted coffee for the local community. Drogo is actually the patron saint of coffee roasters and coffee houses. Kind of got into coffee in my young adult life, going to coffee shops and watching them make it fresh. Fell in love with the fresh roasted taste because when I bought it at the grocery store, it never tasted the same. At that point, I took to my tinkering skills and dissected the family Stir Crazy popcorn machine. That was about 7 years ago, and I started roasting in my garage. Of course, I started thinking bigger, and then I went bigger, bigger, bigger. This roaster that I'm going to demonstrate today is actually called a fluid bed roaster. Most coffee roasters are kind of like a clothes dryer. They have a drum and fins. I actually did design it, so I borrowed some ideas and then took my obsessive tinkering and came up with my own unique version. This roaster, you can think of it as kind of a giant hot air popcorn machine or sort of a chimney where the beans are circulating in a current of hot air. So I control the air pressure and the gas pressure, which drives the temperature and how quickly they roast. So it gives me a lot of control. This comes off the beans as they roast, and it's very similar to like a peanut husk, but obviously I don't want it spraying out the roof, so it's captured in these filter bags during each batch. And this thing over here is the cooling tray, so it's perforated stainless steel bottom. The hot beans get poured very quickly into the tray, and there's a fan underneath which pushes all of the hot air and gases off the beans and cools them usually in about 1 minute or so. They're cool to the touch. You're getting very fresh coffee, very local coffee, and I guess that's another one of the enigmas is coffee doesn't grow here, so it sort of has that exotic aspect to it. Somewhat of a glorified hobby. I'm taking my coffee to farmers markets, inviting people to place orders and pick the coffee up here or different places. I really lucked out being so close to the Oakdale location.
We have 25 total vendors this year. Anywhere from 21 to 23 show up. Today we have the full house.
It's really a nice variety of people doing what they enjoy. You know, they're there because they enjoy it.
You know, so it's local artisan products, mainly food products. We have a few arts and crafts that have come kind of grandfathered in throughout the years.
What do? I make birdhouses. I'm retired. So I feel that birdhouses should be fun to look at for people. And if the birds move in, that's a plus.
Some of the vendors, bakeries, a couple of bakeries, Bitmad Bakery is here, Grateful Bed Bakery. We also have Bearwood Sugar Brush. Here he does honey and jams and maple syrup. We have Sincata Farms. They're from New Richmond, Wisconsin. They do anything in a jar you can think of. It's the easiest way I put it.
These are my favorite pickles. I got my sister to get these, and she likes them so well, she gave them to another friend, and who knows, it just explodes.
Salsas, pickles, fruit, vegetables. Really great products. A couple other ones. We have a new one today, soy candles.
This is Young Living Essential Oils. It's 100% pure therapeutic grade oils to kind of supplement your medicine cabinet. So this is my third year at the market, and it's been just great. The different people, the different vendors, building relationships with the folks.
It's good to see you guys.
That's half the reason I go is just it's fun to meet people. And
really great to have an option to support local people and the community.
You know, it's a great setting. The building in the park is a great setting. You come in and you feel relaxed right away. You know, having the coffee for the shoppers is a nice perk.
People love it. People love it. Because it's no MSG, zero trans fat, locally made, everything from scratch, handmade. It's the best pierogi in town.
So our last market here is March 26th, the day before Easter. And from then on out, we have until a couple months, and then we start up in June again. June 8th, I believe, is the day, and running through October 26th is our outdoor farmers market, and that's at the City Hall parking lot at Richard Walton Park. We have about the same amount of vendors, but it's tailored to the season, so you're going to have more produce vendors there, fresh produce. But we do have a lot of the same vendors that are part of the indoor market here that go to the outdoor market, and then we bridge that gap, I think, that way to keep people interested.
I'm really a proponent of building community, getting to know people, and building that kind of old sense of America that we've sort of lost. I kind of generally appreciate that.
Today we're in the Oakdale Forest Garden. It was a planting that's been done over the course of a couple different years. We've had two big events, one in 2014 and another one in May of 2016 to complete the forest garden. I'm Chris Larson. I'm the City of Oakdale Forester. Right now at the Oakdale Forest Garden is a short walk in from the Discovery Center. The Oakdale Discovery Center is located in a 220-acre nature preserve, and a short hike in on a paved trail brings you back to the heart of Oakdale Park, and right at the heart of Oakdale Park is the Oakdale Forest Garden. This all started with a buckthorn removal event in 2009. This area was completely thick with buckthorn. So in October of 2009, volunteers removed all the buckthorn, and just the area lended itself to a great potential ecological planting, as well as an area that could invite the public in to view the ecology and the restoration that was in progress. The first Saturday of May this year, we had over 100 volunteers show up to the Oakdale Nature Preserve to come and help establish the plantings. We had 6 different polycultures. Polycultures are just assemblages of plants that mutually benefit each other. A lot of it's native plants and pollinator plants, and we had the volunteers come in a 4-hour time period with that many people. We had everything installed and watered and mulched. People will be able to come into the Oakdale Forest Garden and not only enjoy the beautiful flowers, but eventually we have some apple trees in here too to invite people in. With this year's planting, we added the triple play, which is 3 different apple trees in one clump, and we have the triple play right over there. The triple play is Honeycrisp, the Sweet 16, and the Cortland all in one. The Oakdale Tree Board saw it as it followed our mission of combining, tree planting, building community, and also restoring one of the most vital resources of Oakdale Park. Buckthorn can actually be really attractive wood. Some of the shapes are nice, so we actually took some of the larger buckthorn from the site and different sites in the park, and we made arbors. It's just abundant with different types of birds and other wildlife, and that's all because of the different plant material, the diversity of plants. We were fortunate to partner with the Oakdale Maplewood Lions Club, and they not only volunteered their time to come out and participate in the planting, but they also provided funding. They donated a memorial bench. They donated funds to actually put in a pollinator planting just right over there, and we also partnered with the Valley Branch Watershed District. They saw the benefit of restoring not only native ecology, it's close to wetlands, but they like the community aspect. We want to create a fungal environment. Our fruiting shrubs and hardwood trees, it'll make them thrive a little bit better. They prefer a slightly acidic fungal environment for growth. Oakdale Nature Preserve is unique in the metro area. It's kind of an oasis. You can get away from a lot of the noise, not all of it, but you really lose yourself in the park. It's a hidden jewel. It's 220 acres, and you can get into, kind of forget about everything else. You feel like you're up north or in the boundary waters at different times, depending on what parts of the park you're in. It's really nice. For more information, people, if they have any questions about the forest garden, they could call me at 651-501-5302, and I'd be happy to answer their questions.
One of our meetings from being a business group to mixing the business group with the larger community. So we get about 1,000 people.
We're hitting those puffy things, and then we're playing that, and then we're doing basketball.
How fun is it? You guys having fun? Nice.
Open to all the residents, and it's really popular. It's kind of grown bands and playing stuff for the kids, and kind of a picnic meal and a great tradition.
Coming next, we have the Oakdale Fire Department, which I was a proud member of for many years.
It's composed of 10 career and 34 paid on-call firefighters. They provide fire, rescue, emergency medical services from 2 fire stations, and the department is 52 years old. It was started in 1964.
Yep, good guys. and gals.
And coming up are the Oakdale Summerfest royalty of this year. Royalty members are Destiny, Kaylee, Gianna, Emily, Marguerite, and Aniana.
And I think Emily, I think it's Amelia.
Amelia.
That's all right. I want to make sure when she sees this that, oh, they goofed our name up. Oh, they got a lot of movement. They're moving good. Oakdale Recreation. It's coming. That's their recreation truck. Carries all sorts of blow-ups. You name it, they have it in there for youth activities that they run throughout the summer. They really do a great job. Julie and Laura, Tim. Good folks, good programs.
And now approaching is the Northern Lights Greyhound adoption. They're retired racing greyhounds that make for wonderful pets. So if you're interested, let a greyhound steal your heart today. Contact Northern Lights Greyhound Adoption. Boy, they sure are tall and thin, aren't they?
Yeah. Beautiful animals.
Yeah. Oh, the one must have an injured paw there.
Yep.
Huh.
Guess they had a toenail cut or something. Hey, next we got the Legacy Dance Studio. And actually they're, I was going to say where the dancers are, but they're actually coming up the pike here right now. They're doing a little routine.
Yep.
Legacy is a family-owned company, and they offer ballet, tap, jazz, lyrical, and hip-hop classes for any age from 2 to 18.
Yeah, and they've been around since 1998, I believe.
United Marching Band ISD 622, North St. Paul Maplewood Schools. Their summer band, grades 8 through 12. And they enjoy performing around the area, the summer parades, carnivals, and all of that. Band directors of Lori Bernstrom, John Povolny, Aaron Hammerman, and Tony Diddler, and we're going to give you a little here. They sound great.
We'll take them all.
Oh, we just got our toothbrushes.
Yeah. Get a sound here.
Yep.
Next up, we have the Unicycle Twin City Club. They are the largest unicycle club in the country and the oldest unicycle club in Minnesota. They hosted the 2014 national competition in the Twin Cities. Did you know that, Gary?
I didn't know that, but I know that I tried that a couple times in my younger days, and I still couldn't do it. So thank God for these young ladies that are doing a great job on that cycle.
Any man might better be proud of me, even when I'm ugly, you still better love me. I can be late for a date, that's fine. Better be on time. right when last year's dress was just a little too tight. Anything I do and say better be okay when I have that headache. And if I change my mind a million times, I wanna hear him say, yeah, 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 I like that way. Any man of mine, better walk that line, better show me a teasing, squeezing, pleasing kind of time. Any man who knows how the story goes, he's gotta be a heartbeat, fine, breathtaking earthquake. Any man of mine. Any man of mine better disagree when I see another woman's looking better than me. When I cook him dinner, burning black, he better say,
I like it like that.
if I change my mind a million times, I wanna hear him say, yeah. Any man of mine. You got to shimmy, shake, make the earthquake, kick, turn, stop, and then you jump. Heel to toe, then you do-si-do, till your boots wanna break, till your feet and your back. Keep 'em moving till you just can't take anymore. Come on, everybody, on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is the Touch a Truck event. It's grown to be immensely popular. It's a great way for young kids to safely get on this stuff. It's a live version of the State Fair Machinery Hill, but better. These are everywhere from our public works to our emergency vehicles to a lot of very specialized equipment that these young kids might find could inspire them to be a career, because these are really well-trained employees from our city that operate this equipment. It's a good chance for the parents to learn about what the city provides our residents and in skilled workforce and equipment. So it's really a good PR thing, you know.
The Oakdale Showcase consists of over 70 vendors. They all come from Oakdale, Lake Elmo, Woodbury, Maplewood, North St. Paul, and we're just trying to open it up to the community to let them know what different businesses there are around, and also have a great safe time trick-or-treating at the same time.
There's trick-or-treating at every booth, so we invite families to dress up in costume and come trick-or-treating. The vendors themselves dress up, and there is, like I said, trick-or-treating at every single booth. We have a face painter, we have a balloon artist, we have food. It's just a really fun family event.
We love the showcase. This is the second year of the showcase, and it allows us as an organization of the Chamber of Commerce to get our businesses great exposure, our area businesses great exposure to the population. Last year we had 1,800 folk that came through. This year we're hoping for even more.